Imagine for a moment that each of your thoughts could alter reality, and you could unlock the secrets of the universe with just a single thought. Now, what if I told you that modern science is beginning to prove that this might actually be true? Today, in Quantum Spirituality, Bridging Modern Science and Ancient Wisdom, we're going to explore how quantum principles are not only unveiling mysteries about our world, but also how they seamlessly intertwine with ancient spiritual practices. To understand quantum spirituality, it's crucial to start with some fundamental concepts of quantum physics that help us see the connections between science and spirituality clearly and directly. The first concept is quantum superposition. This principle states that subatomic particles, like electrons, can exist in multiple states at once until they are observed. For instance, in practical terms, this means a particle can be in two places at once, or it can spin in two opposite ways simultaneously. This phenomenon is only resolved when we perform a measurement or observation, causing the particle to choose a definite state. The second key concept is quantum entanglement. This phenomenon occurs when a pair or group of particles is generated, interacts, or shares space in such a way that the quantum state of each particle cannot be described independently of the states of the others, even if the particles are separated by vast distances. This means that the measurement of one particle's state instantly influences the state of another, no matter the distance between them. This concept challenges our traditional understanding of cause and effect and has profound implications for how information can be transmitted seemingly instantaneously. The role of the observer is equally intriguing in quantum physics. The theory suggests that reality is influenced by our observation. When we do not observe, physical systems like particles exist in all possible states simultaneously. However, when we observe, we force the system to collapse into a single state. This concept introduces the idea that our consciousness may be directly linked to the way reality manifests. All these quantum phenomena illustrate a reality that is much more flexible and interconnected than our common day-to-day experience in the macroscopic world. The understanding that everything in the universe may be intrinsically connected sheds light on spiritual practices that talk about the interconnection of all life and the influence of thought and intention on the material reality. Here, quantum physics and spirituality meet, offering a new and deeper perspective on the nature of existence and our role in it. The fundamental concepts of quantum physics, particularly interconnection and the impact of the observer, present astonishing parallels with spiritual beliefs that have been held for millennia across various cultures and spiritual traditions. These quantum concepts help illustrate and deepen our understanding of ancient spiritual ideas that suggest a profound connection between all elements of the universe. In the traditions of Buddhism and Hinduism, for example, the notion that everything in the universe is interconnected is central. In Buddhism, the idea of interdependence, pratityasamutpada, suggests that all events are related through a web of causes and effects, and nothing exists independently by itself. Similarly, Hinduism emphasizes the oneness of all life, illustrated by the belief in Brahman, the ultimate reality that connects the entire universe. These concepts are reflected in quantum physics through the idea that subatomic particles do not operate in isolation. They influence each other in ways that transcend the classical limitations of time and space. For example, the phenomenon of quantum entanglement shows that particles separated by great distances can affect each other's state instantly, a revelation that challenges our conventional notions of causality and separation. Moreover, quantum physics proposes that the act of observing a particle can change its state, a principle that resonates with spiritual practices, where the intention and consciousness of the individual are seen as forces that can shape material reality. This idea finds resonance in modern concepts such as the law of attraction and manifestation practices, where it is believed that an individual's thoughts and intentions can directly influence the physical world and life events. By examining these parallels, we realize that quantum physics not only complements, but also expands spiritual traditions, providing a scientific framework that reinforces and enriches our understanding of universal connection and the power of human consciousness. This fusion of science and spirituality opens new avenues for exploring how our thoughts, beliefs, and intentions are integrated into the universe as a whole, offering a more holistic and integrated view of reality. As quantum concepts become more accessible and understood, we see a growing trend among spiritual seekers to integrate these principles into their daily spiritual routines, resulting in a more profound and grounded approach to their practices. In this regard, consider meditation. Traditionally seen as a method to calm the mind and seek inner peace, meditation, from a quantum physics perspective, can be understood more profoundly. In the quantum context, meditating can be seen as a process by which the meditator collapses the numerous possible realities and mental states into a single chosen experience or reality. This means that during meditation, by focusing the mind on a specific thought or feeling, the practitioner is, in a way, actively choosing which reality to experience, thus influencing their own physical and emotional manifestation. Beyond meditation, energy healing, exemplified by Reiki, is also deeply impacted by quantum concepts. Reiki is a practice that involves transferring energy from a healer to a receiver, often without the need for direct physical contact. Through the lens of quantum physics, this energy transfer can be seen as a form of quantum entanglement. In entanglement, the intention and energy of the healer are directly connected to the receiver's state of well-being, regardless of distance. This clarifies and demonstrates that our intentions and thoughts can have a direct and measurable impact on another person's physical health, highlighting the power and efficacy of energy healing practices. Thus, by applying the principles of quantum physics to spiritual practices, we not only validate these practices with a modern scientific understanding, but also deepen our understanding of how consciousness and intention can directly influence the physical world. Various case studies and personal experiences indicate that applying quantum physics concepts to spiritual practices can lead to substantial and beneficial changes in people's lives. These transformations range from improvements in mental health to a greater sense of connection with the universe at large. Specifically, consider the practice of quantum meditation. Reports from individuals who have incorporated this approach into their daily routines often mention a significant increase in mental clarity. This implies an enhanced ability to focus, make decisions, and reduce anxiety and stress. Many describe this experience as a mental cleanse that facilitates a clearer vision of their goals and desires. Moreover, quantum meditation has been associated with an expanded sense of being connected to something larger than oneself. Practitioners report a feeling of unity with the universe, which, according to them, provides deep emotional comfort and a sense of inner peace. This type of spiritual connection can be particularly powerful, as it helps people feel less isolated in their daily challenges and more integrated into a larger fabric of existence. Another interesting aspect reported involves the use of intention during quantum meditation practices. Individuals report that by focusing their intentions clearly and directedly during meditation, they feel more capable of positively influencing their own emotional states, and in some cases, even external circumstances. This resonates with the quantum concept that the observer can influence the state of the observed, applied here in the context of self-perception and personal reality. These accounts are just a few examples of how integrating quantum physics with spiritual practices is not only theoretically viable, but also practical and beneficial. They demonstrate that the union between science and spirituality can indeed provide a deeply enriching experience, expanding the possibilities for personal growth and well-being. The quantum consciousness theory is a fascinating field that proposes that quantum phenomena may play a crucial role in brain function and, by extension, in human consciousness. This theory suggests that the peculiarities of quantum mechanics, such as entanglement and superposition, are not just phenomena observed in laboratories, but might also be occurring on a microscopic scale within the human brain. According to this theory, microtubules, small tubular structures within nerve cells, may be the main sites where these quantum effects occur. Proponents of this theory argue that microtubules are capable of sustaining quantum states, and these states may be involved in generating consciousness. This hypothesis is supported by the idea that the brain operates on a much more complex and subtle level than merely the transmission of electrical signals between neurons. Instead, quantum processes could provide an explanation for more complex human capabilities, such as consciousness, creativity, and even spiritual and transcendental experiences. This theory could explain how consciousness arises from the interaction of particles at a quantum level, offering a bridge between the observable physical world and the subjective experiences of expanded consciousness reported in many spiritual traditions. This means that our experiences of self-awareness, intuition, and transcendence may be anchored in scientifically tangible processes. Furthermore, understanding consciousness as a phenomenon that can be influenced by quantum processes opens new perspectives on how we can train our minds to access higher or altered states of consciousness. This not only aligns with many meditative and spiritual practices that seek to achieve a deeper understanding of the self and the universe, but also suggests that science and spirituality may not be as separate as traditionally thought. Exploring quantum consciousness theory not only enriches our scientific understanding of the human mind, but also validates and values spiritual experiences, creating a meaningful dialogue between science and spirituality. These revolutionary concepts encourage us to rethink not just what we consider as reality, but also how we are intrinsically connected to the universe around us. Quantum physics shows us that the world is not as fixed and immutable as it appears. Instead, it is fluid and deeply interconnected. I invite you to dive deeper into these topics. Study how quantum theories can be integrated into your daily spiritual practices. Consider, for example, how the idea that our observations can alter reality might transform your meditation or manifestation practices. Experiment with these concepts and observe the changes in your perception and well-being. Share your findings and experiences here. Your feedback not only enriches our discussion, but also helps others find new ways to enrich their spiritual lives. I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Please, if you liked the content, leave a like and comment with your impressions and experiences. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our future videos that promise to inspire and inform. Until our next meeting, continue exploring and expanding your spiritual and scientific boundaries. See you next time.